Boys and girls, we're going to talk about the different letter sounds for each letter of the alphabet, and this is a part of our phonics unit. So we're going to start with the letter A, because the letter A is the first letter in the alphabet. Now, if it's a long A, it will say its name, but like this picture is apple. So when you form your mouth, it's going to be apple, apple. That's what your mouth should look like when you look in the mirror when you pronounce the letter A, the short vowel sound for A. The next one is B. Now we don't read B, Anna. It's banana. If you look at the picture on the left up at the top, she's got her lips pressed together, banana. That is what your lips should look like when you say the word banana. The next letter is the letter C. Now, in this case, we're looking at a picture of a cat. So we pronounce it like what we call a hard C. So, cat. See how your mouth makes kind of an O in the middle? Cat. So when you look in the mirror and you say the word cat, your mouth should be open like that. The next word is dog, or excuse me, the next letter is D, and we have a picture of dog, dog. See how they have their tongue, is up at the top of their mouth, dog. That's what your mouth is going to look like when you pronounce the letter D. The next letter is E. Now, there's a long E sound, but we're talking about the short E sound like in elephant. Elephant. When you pronounce that, your mouth is open, just like in the picture of the lips, and your tongue is just kind of in the middle. Elephant. So when you pronounce that and you look in the mirror, your mouth should look like that when you pronounce that beginning sound E. Elephant. The next picture is of a fox. You can see in the picture the F sound. They have the teeth on the bottom lip. Ox. So when you say your teeth should be on your bottom lip. The next one is G. So it's like a gulping sound. Goat. Goat. See how the mouth is kind of open? It's a little bit more narrow. Goat. So when you look in the mirror and you say the word goat, or you pronounce the letter G, it's going to make a G sound, and that's what your mouth should look like. The next one is H. So I have a picture of a horse here. It's almost like you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Horse. So when you say that and you look in the mirror, this is how your lips should look. Kind of open, and you're blowing out air. Horse. All right, boys and girls, this is the letter I. Now, I, if it's a long I sound like an ice or ice cream, we'll say its name. But we're talking about the short I sound like an igloo. So when you say that short I, your tongue is in the middle, you're showing off your teeth a little bit, like that's gross. Igloo, igloo. So that's what your mouth should look like when you look in the mirror and you pronounce the letter I as in I. This next letter is J. J. I love this letter because it's so clear what your mouth is doing when you're saying it. So he is jumping, and it says that J is the jumping sound. You're going to go J, Look how they put your letters together like this. Jump, jump. Okay, so when you look in the mirror, your lips should look like this. Little circle right here. Next one is K. K, 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 k. Almost sounds like somebody is coughing. K. And this is a picture of a kangaroo. So you're blowing out air while you're saying it. K, 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 k. Your mouth is a little bit open. K, 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 k. And that's what your mouth should look like. K, k, k. Like you're breathing. Oh, I've run so hard. The next one is L. This one I like too because it's very clear what your mouth is doing and your tongue in your mouth when you pronounce this letter. So L is in lion. My tongue is behind my teeth at the top of my mouth on top. Lion. Lion. That is what your mouth should look like when you look in the mirror. Lion. The letter M. Like you're humming a song. Look how my lips are together. I'm actually putting my top teeth over my top lip, and my bottom lip is going over my bottom teeth. That's what it should sound like. That's what it should look like. The next one is N. N. The end of the letter, however you pronounce the letter N, is very interesting because your tongue kind of starts and it ends up at the top of your mouth, behind your teeth, like in nest. Look in the picture how her tongue is up at the top of her mouth. That's what your mouth should look like when you look in the mirror. Now we have O, but this is an octopus. So think about when you go to the doctor and he puts that little popsicle stick in your mouth, kind of like that, octopus, octopus. So your mouth is a little bit open. Your tongue is not necessarily on the bottom of your teeth. It's kind of just in the middle of your mouth, octopus. Actually, I realized your tongue is kind of hitting the back of your bottom teeth. Octopus. That's a short O sound, so you should pay attention to the way your tongue is behind your bottom teeth and your mouth is just a little bit open, like in the picture. Octopus. Next one is P, as in pig, another one that's great because you make a popping sound. Pig. It's kind of like you're trying to throw something out of your mouth and use a force from your lips. So when you pronounce the letter P, when you look in the mirror, your lips are coming together and you're spitting them out. Pig. Next one is Q. Now Q is kind of weird because in any word in English, you're always going to see a Q with the U. So if you notice in my picture, the Q and the U are right next to each other underneath the lips. So this is a picture of a queen. So we kind of put, just like she does, put our lips together. Look at the little lines on my face. Queen. When you look in the mirror, that's what your face should look like. Queen. Okay? Put your lips together and make one sound like that. Queen. Next one is R, as in rose. R. Now, I know in Spanish, you kind of have your tongue vibrating at the top of your mouth. Your tongue also with the letter R goes to the top of your mouth, but it's in the back part of your mouth. Okay, so this next letter is the letter S. Like in snake. S, look how my teeth are together. And then S. My tongue is kind of hitting my bottom teeth, the back of my bottom teeth. But it's almost like I'm trying to spray water out of my mouth. I'm also making that sound that we associate with the snake moving like right? Or the sound that the snake makes out of it when it does its little tongue out. But the important thing to remember is when you're looking in your mirror, your teeth are together. And it's almost like you're forcing air out for the S sound. The next one is T. And I guess they say it's a tapping sound because when you go t, 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 kind of sounds like somebody may be knocking on your door. So this is a tiger. So I notice with T, 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 my mouth is a little bit open. My tongue is going up to the top of my mouth. T, 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 not hitting my teeth necessarily, but near where my teeth are. T, 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 t. That's what your mouth should be doing. T, t, tongue up at the top, right before it hits your teeth. Your mouth getting a little bit smaller. It's not it's like this. T, 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 t. And it's still like you're forcing air out. T, t. The next one is U. Now, if it's a long U sound, it says its name. It's U. But we're looking at umbrella, which has a short U sound. Umbrella. Kind of like when somebody's whining, right? So see, look at the picture of the mouth. It's a little bit open, and I'm not showing as much teeth as they are there, but you're forcing sound out. Umbrella. Umbrella, not like unicorn. Unicorn is a long U. Umbrella is a short U sound. Next one is V, another one I love because it's so clear what your mouth looks like when you're doing this. So this is violin. It's a violin. It starts with a V. This is the letter V. So it's kind of like vroom when a car's going really fast, or the racing cars, it makes the vroom sound. But we're not that's not the total V sound. You're just focusing on that V, top teeth on the bottom lip, V, V, and it's like you're forcing air out again. Vroom, vroom. Your mouth should look like this when you're making the V sound. Next one is W. These lips are pretty good for that. There is just a little bit of an opening. You're kind of putting your lips together. I've got the lines on my face where I'm doing it. Water. Putting my lips together. Just a little space here. Water. Next one is X, like an X-ray. So do you see how they kind of have their teeth together in the picture? X, 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 x. Kind of forcing air out. Your mouth's a little bit wider. It's not like shh, x, x, x. X-ray. X. The letter X. Next one is Y, like in yellow. Yellow. Ye. My mouth's a little bit open. My tongue is at the top of my mouth. Ye. And it's kind of weird on the sides. It's touching my side teeth, but it's not touching my front teeth. Yellow. Yellow. So that's what you should be noticing about your mouth. A little bit open, tongue at the top of your mouth. Yee. The two sides of your tongue right here should be touching the sides, these side teeth here. Yellow. Last one is Z. Z, like a bee buzzing. Z. Z. That's why they call it the buzzing sound. Notice, teeth together, zzz, zzz, and I'm forcing that air out. I'm forcing that sound out. Zzz. My tongue is just in between my teeth. It's not touching the roof of my mouth, not touching the bottom of my mouth, not really touching my teeth at all. Zzz, like in zebra. Zzz. So when you look in the mirror, your mouth should look like this. Zzz, when you're saying the letter Z. All right, boys and girls, you can watch this video as many times as you want to practice. You need to learn your letter sounds. Remember to use your mirror and make sure that your mouth looks like either my mouth in the screen at the bottom or the picture of the mouth that's up at the top left. Have a good day.